Hi everyone, this is a review of the Panasonic MJ-L500 slow press juicer. First I would like to thank AO.com for sending me this item for review and for the smooth and well informed delivery. So the Panasonic MJ-L500 is a slow juicer rather than using high speed extraction method which can generate heat and affect the flavour, consistency and goodness of the juice. It uses a slow rotation and high pressure screw to squeeze the juice out of the fruit, which according to Panasonic creates a higher quality juice. The unit seems very well made. It is quite heavy and has a relatively small footprint, however it does stand taller than high speed juicers. I'm guessing this is due to the extra torque required of the motor, which is 150 watts. Slowly press the fruit down into the extraction mesh. This is a multifunction unit. Not only does it press fruits and vegetables to extract the juice, but it also has a frozen fruit function with which to make sorbets from fresh frozen fruit. I'll mention more about that a little later. So the MJ-L500 slow juicer comprises of 9 main parts: the motor housing, the juice bowl, the juice extraction mesh and support, which has rubber paddles, the extraction screw, it's very heavy and very strong, the lid and fruit pusher, the juice collector, the pulp collector, and also the frozen sorbet crusher. Also included is a cleaning tool and obviously the manual. The unit is fairly easy to assemble with arrows on each part. To allow you in lining all of the parts up correctly. The hardest part is to put in the extraction screw, as there's no arrow on this particular section, as it needs to fit through the hole in the juice bowl and onto the motor below, which as you can see is a hexagonal fit. So you need to pop it in, press it down and rotate it until it drops onto the motor, but after a few uses this was fairly easy enough to do. So I'll now quickly assemble the unit for normal juice extraction. I will be doing this with one hand, so please bear with me. The easiest way to do this section is to pop the extraction mesh into the support with the rubber paddles. You pop the juice bowl on and line the arrows up here. Pop the extraction mesh and support in, lining the arrows up on the top. You get your very, very heavy extraction screw, pop that down the middle and push it down so that it engages through the hole in the bottom. And then you need to rotate it until it drops down further and it doesn't rotate manually anymore. Next, we need the lid. First, you line the arrows up on the side and then you rotate it round until it locks into place. You have your juice collector and your pulp collector, and that is the unit ready for extracting juice. With regards to the frozen attachment, it's exactly the same set of process, except you don't need the extraction mesh and the support, so you leave those out. And you also don't need this, because the frozen unit only has one output and the whole of the fruit is pushed out in the consistency of a sorbet. Okay, so for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to juice one small apple. One small apple isn't enough for a substantial drink, however, it will do for this demonstration. In use, the unit does make noise. It's not too intrusive or annoying, and it is necessary due to the operation of the motor. So the power switch has 3 modes, which is on, off, and reverse. Reverse can be used if any troublesome fruit flesh becomes stuck. However, I've never needed to use it yet. The unit is slower to extract juice than a normal high-speed juicer, but it's not too slow. I haven't really used a juicer before, but I was surprised with how little actual juice you get, although saying that, the pulp that comes out is definitely squeezed out as much as it possibly can be. So really, it's fruit in general and not an issue with this particular machine. You do have to peel certain fruit and veg, especially those with thick skin such as oranges. However, apples such as this one don't need to be peeled. So basically, if you can eat the skin, then it should be fine in most cases. However, you do need to chop the fruit up before putting them in the juicer, so some preparation work is necessary. As you can see, the hole is quite small, and I believe the instruction manual says to chop them up to within smaller than 3 centimetres. So this is the apple we're going to use. I'm going to turn the machine on. You can see it's rotating in there, you can hear the noise. This is a non-drip spout. I'll leave that closed for now. So we'll start popping the apple in. You can see it start to fill up in the spout. Pulp being extracted. So as you can see, that's only one small green apple, and that's the amount of juice that we got out of it. As you can see, there is some froth on the top, but the juice itself is nice and green. The juice that is produced is very tasty. I suppose this depends on the freshness of the fruit that you use. It did leave quite a bit of froth on the top, as you can see, and this was off-putting for my kids, but if you scoop that off the top first, they were happy to drink the juice. Things like oranges sometimes produce lumpy, you do get the bits in oranges, a bit like when you buy your drink from the shop. You can buy it smooth or you can buy it with bits. It tends to make it with bits. So if you're going to give it to kids, you might need to strain the juice first. I'm more than happy to drink it with bits, but kids can be fussy. So with the frozen attachment, again some preparation work is required. Before freezing your fruits, you need to prepare them as if you were juicing them normally. In other words, peel and chop them. Then you need to freeze them, but don't freeze them too much. If you do freeze them solid, they can damage the machine, so you must either take them out of the freezer at the right time, or take them out and let them soften slightly before adding to the juicer. The manual says so that a fork can penetrate to the centre. I must say though, this was my kids' favourite. They love the frozen sorbet style fruits and were disappointed when I told them we had to wait for more to freeze before we could make more. You can also use the frozen attachment to add frozen fruits into cocktails and iced drinks, perfect for summer's days. So cleaning the unit is fairly easy. You just disassemble it and simply rinse it out. The cleaning tool can be used for stubborn pulp, and you can use normal washing detergent if you need to. The pulp extraction tube was the hardest part to clean until I found underneath there is a rubber plug that you can remove to allow easy access on the underside. All in all, I am happy with this juicer, although I cannot comment on its claims of superior vitamins and goodness in the juice, but they do taste good. There is some preparation time needed, more so I believe than for high-speed juicers, but if the claims of superior quality are true, then it's well worth spending the time. Once again, I'd like to thank EO.com for sending me this unit to review. I hope that this has been informative for you.